In a world where hope seemed distant, one boy struggled to find his voice amidst a life of hardship and neglect. Jairo spent the first 12 years of his life in a grueling camp, where his father, a distant and silent figure, forced him to work as a slave. Jairo was sweeping floors, carrying very heavy weights, and working long hours. His father's evenings were consumed by alcohol, leaving Jairo alone in his thoughts, confined to his bed. Jairo's father was drinking and eventually passing out every time. Jairo's father rarely spoke to him, and as a result, he didn't learn to speak until he was 7 years old. Jairo lying silently on his bed, looking at the ceiling. His bed became his sanctuary, but it was also a source of fear. Every time he moved, his father would beat him. To avoid punishment, Jairo learned to sleep motionless, as if he were dead. With no friends or family to care for him, Jairo found solace in his father's advice. Don't make trouble for people. He revered his father and believed that following this advice would protect him from harm. One fateful day, Jairo encountered someone who shattered his illusions. Here, a person from those in the camp came and said to him while laughing and mocking him, "Your father didn't keep you around because he cares. You're just a source of money for him." Jairo's face filled with disbelief and anger. Unable to bear the harsh truth, Jairo impulsively attacked the stranger, only to be brutally beaten in return. Lying on the ground, wounded and broken, his father's indifferent gaze. As Jairo's father witnessed the scene, he showed no concern, leaving Jairo to question the value of his own existence. Everything became clear to Jairo: his father's indifference, his own insignificance. His life felt meaningless. With a heavy heart, Jairo made a life-altering decision. If his father saw him as nothing more than a burden, then he would break free from those chains. Holding a large hammer, standing before his father. In a fit of rage and desperation, Jairo took justice into his own hands, releasing years of pent-up pain and anger. Standing over his father's lifeless body, the weight of his actions sinking in. With his father's demise, Jairo vanished into the shadows, leaving behind a world that had failed to recognize his humanity. One night, Jairo disappeared into the darkness, leaving the past behind. And so, Jairo became a ghost, forever haunted by the scars of his harsh childhood, searching for meaning in a world that had forgotten him. This is the tragic tale of Jairo, a lost soul who dared to challenge the chains that bound him, but at a great cost.